An evening viewing of the play, The Red Detachment of Women. An interactive theatrical performance involving traditional ethnic competitive sports.
哇，好疼！这应该不对吧？
And a variety of amusements offering ultimate titillation.
Oh, if you like thrills and you like spills, then definitely this is one for you.
This week I visit the Sanya Red Detachment of Women scenic area, where I recall revolutionary history and find highs I never knew existed. A diverse travel destination with something for everyone from beaches to rainforests, Sanya definitely has something for you too. If you are holidaying with little ones, then there is one theme park that you should certainly include in your itinerary. The Sanya Red Detachment of Women scenic area is located on the east side of the Binglang River in Sanya's Tianya district. A theme park that takes as its mission to showcase Hainan's folk customs and its red culture. Its engaging performances and thrilling rides have made it a much-loved location on Sanya's tourist map.
谢谢。
Well, there's no entrance fee to go into the park unless, of course, you like to go on any of the rides. Now, tickets can either be bought individually or, as I have done, by buying an all-inclusive ticket. Now I'm set for some serious fun. Currently, the scenic area is divided into two major theme parks, the Red Remembrance Park and the Red Hot Park. Each area has different things to see and do. At Red Remembrance Park, the Red Village, which fuses local Li and Miao culture and Southeast Asian culture, is perhaps the most eye-catching stop. Hongcun, or the Red Village, is split into period buildings from the Republic of China and an ethnic Li and Miao village, with hints of Southeast Asia, traditional Li homes, and typical northern Hainan-style residences abounding. Period costumes can also be hired here, which make for a great photo opportunity. And on that note, I'm going to go and choose one for myself. Donning a set of retro clothing brings back memories of last century. Well, these classic Chinese costumes are just wonderful. Rather suits me, wouldn't you say? Here, in the Red History section, there's a real sense of revolutionary fervour in the air. Particularly prominent is the story of the Detachment of Red Women, a mainstay of Hainan's cultural heritage. Why not come with me now as I go and find out more about this inspiring story? The Red Detachment of Women has a long history. The moving story of the bloody battles that they fought is still being passed down to this day. History buffs are welcome to visit the exhibition hall to learn more about that period.
第二次土地革命的爆发，为了摆脱政权、族权、神权、夫权四大绳索的束缚，反抗封建社会的压迫，争取男女平等，海南妇女强烈要求参军，拿枪上前线杀敌。经琼崖特委冯白驹批准，乐惠县决定成立一支属于红军建制的女子军联队，于1931年5月1日正式成立中国工农红军第二独立师第3团女子军特务连，全连一共103人，这就是后来被世人所赞扬的红色娘子军。
The establishment of the Red Detachment of Women was thanks to Hainan women's boldness and daring to break boundaries. The unyielding spirit of these female soldiers remains with us.
你猜猜我们王玉美女战士是什么时候入的党？
他们肯定是早期已经入的党吧？
不是，王玉美女战士是在2012年的时候入的党。
这么晚呢？
对。
哦，她当时应该是高龄，应该是最老的党员之一吧？
上面这位卢叶香是我们红色娘子军最晚一位逝世的，她是于2014年在家乡琼海逝世。卢叶香女战士的逝世也代表着海南历史上一段波澜壮阔的红色娘子军革命斗争史从此画下了句点。
那就希望这些真正的英雄永远不会被忘记哈。
After their establishment, the Red Detachment of Women took part in more than 50 battles. Despite the unit only being in existence for 500 days or so, they left a profound mark in the history of Hainan's revolutionary struggle.
红色娘子军起源于琼海，然后他们的战役都是围绕在琼海周边展开的。 这4场战役是娘子军经历的比较经典的4场战役，其中影响力最大的就是火烧文氏炮楼。
The Battle of Wenshi Tower was one that showcased the combat skills of the Red Detachment of Women. Despite inferior weapons and equipment, they devised a solid plan and ultimately were victorious.
红色娘子军决定挖地道，用火攻，一边扎起稻草人，一边吹响冲锋号，假装从炮楼的正面围攻，消耗敌人的体力和子弹。就这样反反复复消磨敌人意志的同时，终于在第4天破晓前，把地道挖到了炮楼底下，在柴草上撒上辣椒，倒上煤油，用火一点，借助风力，火烧得越来越旺。很快，敌兵被呛得不可忍受，被迫只能放下武器出来投降。
哇，那说明他们不仅是很勇敢，也是很有智慧啊。
To allow visitors to gain a firmer understanding of the history of the Red Detachment of Women, the scenic area has launched its own gift shop, using cartoon images to bring the vivid characters to life.
哇哦，这个小东西好可爱，这个是什么呢？
这是我们的琼花玩偶，是我们红色娘子军剧场里的3位主人公之一。
哇，真的好可爱啊！那它的这个设计理念是什么呢？
我们是根据红色娘子军的人物特点，巧妙地设计出了比较可爱、俏皮的 IP 形象。通过这些文创产品，能够让红色娘子军具象化，让游客看完演出以后有一个纪念品能够带走，加深对红色娘子军文化的一些印象。
这个想法不错哈，而且我看不仅是这些小人物哈，也有很多不同的产品啊。我相信这些都非常受游客的喜爱啊。
In an effort to pass on the spirit of the day, the creative products of the Red Detachment of Women seek to bring a touch of red culture to one's life and keep the red flame flickering.
Well, I love this range, this quite extensive range of little knickknacks and mementos that commemorate this important part of Hainan's local history, the Detachment of Red Women.
The live stage performances at the Sanya Red Detachment of Women's scenic area are a major attraction for tourists. During the day and night, different performances are put on for visitors, with the signature production, the Red Detachment of Women, presented at night. The large-scale stage show, The Red Detachment of Women, is based on the stories of the women's unit of the erstwhile Chongya column. Having the advantage of actual mountains as a backdrop, the production features mobile stages and seating, greatly enhancing the viewing experience.
椰林绕山，白沙碧波，这是我魂牵梦萦的地方。
The prologue uses a flashback technique, viewed through the lens of Chonghua's memories, to show scenes from when the Red Detachment of Women was first formed and introduce to the audience 5 heroic figures. The first act is called Red Calamity, which tells of how the Nationalist Army launched a crackdown on Red Army soldiers. Having lost family members, Pang Chonghua, along with several others, joins the Red Army in its fight.
Well, the play tells the story of the first company commander of the Detachment of Red Women, Pang Chonghua. After both her parents had been killed, and after refusing to become a victim of arranged marriage, she joined the revolutionary cause.
The second act shows how several new recruits train as hard as they can and are ultimately accepted into the Red Army. In the third act, they successfully seek revenge on the nationalist forces in a famous historical event known as the burning of Wenshi Tower. The fourth act shows the Battle of Ma Anling, in which most of the female soldiers valiantly gave their lives. Chonghua returns to base, shouting out the names of those who have perished in battle.
曾经没过这枚情的人都牺牲了，可是他们热血所浸染过的山河、流淌过的河流、抛洒过的丛林，都会记得他们。我们娘子军是打不垮的，我们 终将会长成参天大树，组成最耀眼的红色森林。
The entire production lasts for 60 minutes, with breathtaking performances and realistic scenes, providing a riveting viewing experience that poignantly illustrates the Red Detachment of Women's heroic fight to liberate Hainan.
Well, the evening performance is even more spectacular than the daytime one. The fact that the seats and the stage all move as the story advances is really amazing. It's sort of a complementing of art and technology. The story itself is really touching too. It really speaks to the cruelty of the day. It's imperative that these revolutionary martyrs be remembered so that we may better appreciate the peaceful times in which we live.
The daytime performance of the Hainan Resistance is one full to the brim with dramatic special effects.
The play I'm about to see is based on the Chongya column and how it bravely fought against the Japanese invaders. The Hainan Resistance tells the story of the bloody battles fought by Hainan's people, which ultimately led to them being victorious. The performance is about to start. Now let's go and take our seats.
The performance is divided into 3 chapters: Life in the Li village, Trouble on the island, and Hainan in flames. Through imaginative set design and traditional folk portrayals, a brilliant cultural atmosphere is created. In the first act, viewers are invited to step onto the stage and interact with the cast and have a go at the traditional Li ethnic game known as tugging the turtle.
在脖子上，
然后呢？
好，脚从这上面跨过去，好，跨过去，好。3, 2, 1, let's go！
哇，好疼！这应该不对吧？
Tugging the turtle is similar to a tug of war, except that contestants tie a red belt attached to a rope around their waists and crawl like a turtle. The team that pulls the red belt across the river wins. Turtle well and truly tugged, there is then a beetle nut throwing game.
扎他的，
喂
扎的。
嘿，哎 ，yes， 嘿嘿嘿嘿嘿，哎呦，
厉害厉害！
The show combines convincing acting, a chance to interact with performers, and special effects to recreate this glorious chapter of Hainan's military and civilian unity to repel foreign enemies.
只要我们团结一心，谁也无法将我们折断。好，好，让我们团结一心，保卫家乡，保卫海南岛，保卫全中国。
Watching the Hainan Resistance with its flaming villages on a war-torn island, the fervent tenacity of Hainan's people, who are determined to resist the enemy at all costs, is evident. The lifelike special effects make the scene all the more realistic.
Well, I've never seen a show quite like this before. It's interactive, there's singing, there's dancing, there's music, there are great effects, it's a super set, wonderful costumes, realistic acting. It's had me on the edge of my seat throughout. Hey! It's absolutely fantastic. This park is primarily known for a spectacular evening musical performance based on the Hainan story of the Red Detachment of Women. However, the park opens at 2 p.m. every day. Now come with me to find out what is on offer for daytime punters.
Unlike the artistic style of Red Remembrance Park, Red Hot Park features rides suitable for all ages.
This is no ordinary roller coaster. It is the first independently developed electromagnetic roller coaster in China. It is said to be able to accelerate very quickly indeed and reach speeds of up to 98 kilometers per hour. Now fasten your seatbelts and hold on to your hats.
The electromagnetic roller coaster whizzes along on an erratic track at a maximum height of 40 meters. It can accelerate to top speed within 4 seconds.
Was the scariest roller coaster that I've ever been on, as you could probably tell. Oh, but I've lived to tell the tale. Yes. Oh, if you like thrills and if you like spills, then definitely this is one for you. But if you're a bit old and crusty like me, then maybe just stay at home with a nice cup of tea.
With extremely fast acceleration and unpredictable twists and turns, the roller coaster provides a hair-raising, adrenaline-filled ride.
Initially, it's the acceleration, I think, that does it, because actually the loops, you know, upside down and left and right and all that, the feeling of sort of weightlessness is not that extreme. It's not as extreme as it looks, or as I thought it would be. But that acceleration is just phenomenal.
If it's thrilling rides you want, then this rotating space shuttle is not to be missed.
Well, this rotating shuttle behind me is not like the others. Not only does it go up and down at speed, but it rotates and keeps rotating as it does so. So not only do you experience the sensation of a centrifugal force, but also that of weightlessness too. It sounds absolutely terrifying. Okay, so it's the point of no return now. Wish me luck. Help, help, help! Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh, it's not turning round.
The rotating space shuttle launches riders right up to the top of the tower. It then plummets downwards before bouncing back to the top part of the tower again. Besides the tummy tingles of simulated falling through the air, punters can also enjoy a view of the entire amusement park.
Oh, well, that was mercifully short, but I'll tell you this, you have to listen to what that girl said at the beginning in the announcement. If you are prone to motion sickness and if you're not good with heights, then really I don't recommend this ride because it's very high, and when it drops, oh my goodness, I thought I was going to be sick. But as I say, mercifully, I'm now back on firm ground, so if I can stand up, then I think I'll slink away into a corner.
While electrifying rides like the electromagnetic roller coaster and the irregularly moving space shuttle satisfy grown-ups' cravings for speed, the Treehouse Playground acts as the perfect location for a playdate.
This is a play area especially for children. Taking as its centrepiece this massive tree-like structure, there are all kinds of fun and games inside, perfectly suited for the younger citizen.
The playground features various cartoon-themed attractions such as climbing walls, slides and suspension bridges to keep kids occupied and allow them to explore and express their adventurous side.
Well, right up here in the tree canopy, I can enjoy a splendid view over the whole of Sanya. The climb up here itself is not very difficult, but on the way up there are lots of little fun obstacles for the kids to enjoy. It's like the treehouse I never had.
The Dome Cinema, a new type of film watching experience, uses a curved screen to show films that surround the audience, enveloping them in the on-screen action like never before.
Uh-oh, what's happening? Oh my goodness! Whoa! Wow! Oh, wow!
This innovative cinematic experience is enhanced by a moving cockpit that mimics the sensation of flight. As the scene changes, the cockpit moves and wind is released accordingly.
And to be honest, I'm not entirely sure what this is all about, but it certainly is a fantastical flight of fancy. Way! Oh, phew, that was close. Oh, safe it on the ground.
Every night at Red Hot Park, a spectacular show is laid on at Fountain Square. This includes band performances, dance shows, and interactive magic acts, adding a special touch to the evening in the amusement park.
对，我会背过去给所有人看一下，不要给我看到，好吗？
OK， 你别看哦，看好了吗 ？OK，
把它放回去。我现在可以找到你选的牌，我觉得选牌应该现在应该是在第一个。 是选台吗？
不是，
不是啊，把他手借给我2个手。好，我先把梅花字放在手里，另一个手盖住它，压紧点不要动。是这个吗？
给你看。
对。
哦耶！好厉害，就是这个，没错吧？哈。
The Silk Road Comedy Show is a popular event among children. Here they can come up onto the stage and interact with the clowns, and even receive a small gift as a keepsake.
Hey, thank you. What am I? What am I? Hey, 谢谢，拜拜。Let's go, go.
The Sanya Red Detachment of Women's scenic area is filled with nocturnal surprises. These create an atmosphere of joy and happiness, rounding off a fun-filled visit with some superb entertainment.
What a memorable day I've had here at Sanya Red Detachment of Women's scenic area. There's fun and laughter, there's revolutionary zeal, there's an interactive musical extravaganza, and so much more besides. Combining education and entertainment, this place is a showpiece for Hainan's rich and multifaceted culture.
A city's soul is set by its culture. Here at the Sanya Red Detachment of Women's scenic area, visitors can not only reminisce about revolutionary history, but can revel in all manner of entertainment. Why not stop by yourselves and see what the pairing of red culture and leisure looks like?
这里是海南卫视。